Iris Connect was a useful tool for the capstone this year because students were able to capture parts of their practice while they were in the classroom, and then use it as evidence for how they've met the teaching standards, for how they've gone about answering their inquiry questions, which were all about their practice. So it was another source of evidence that they could use to show how they've been meeting all of the requirements that they need to meet for the capstone activity, which is quite a big piece of work for them.
And how do you think using Iris Connect strengthened their learning in that process?
I think it strengthened their learning in that process because they were able to take little snapshots over time. So then they're able to sort of go back and look at, number one, how they're developing. And because the capstone is based around an inquiry, they had to do a couple of cycles, so they're able to go back and look at their own progress. It also gave them an opportunity to get feedback from their ATs and also from their professional supervisors. And even the fact that they've been able to share some of those snippets and some of those reflections with me as a marker has been useful.
Fantastic. So you talked a little bit about opportunities to give a bit more targeted feedback. Can you tell me a bit more about how you see that playing out?
I think that there are possibilities in using Iris Connect to where students are really curious about a specific part of their practice, where they've got some questions about how am I doing this, or what might happen if I do that they can use Iris Connect to record themselves and maybe insert a few notes there, and then ask the ATs, ask that teaching team that sits around them to give them really specific targeted feedback on what they're doing on their practice. So, and it means that their team who sits around them doesn't have to be constantly with them. That it just gives that time and that space to think while you're not in the classroom, because the classroom is always so busy as well.